Hey, good morning. How are you? This is Steve Sims, and I am in a hotel in Arizona, Scottsdale, Arizona at the moment. I'm here with the Genius Network, the 25K club, which is run by the formidable Joe Polish. And I wanted to take a second to talk to you about fraud syndrome. Now, that's probably not the best way to actually enter into a conversation. I've got my coffee because it is very early here. But we have some new members come in, and I remember this fraud syndrome that I actually came across, and we're seeing it a lot more now, even in social platforms with our insta-perfect lives. So here's how it affected me. And I've been part of this group for about 8 years now. And I remember the first year I turned up, and everyone in there was perfect. You know, you're in a group full of hugely intelligent, articulate, well put together. They know their stuff. They know what they're talking about. Their businesses are making millions and millions and millions of dollars. And you're sitting there thinking to yourself, well, hang on a minute. How the hell should I be in that room? And you go quiet. And that's what I had. I literally wasted probably my first year and a half of being part of this club. And I actually told a young lady this yesterday when she told me she was a new member. The fraud syndrome comes in when you look at everyone else naturally and assume, there's the big kicker, that these people are better than you. As soon as you realize that they have issues, they have problems. And money doesn't get rid of problems. It just makes sometimes the problems way bigger, you know? And these people still have the same issues. As soon as you start realizing that they've got the same problems as you, that syndrome can subside, and then you start coming into your own and you realize, hang on, I have something that a different perspective, a different idea that can actually help you. They help you, you help them, and that's when the team comes in. The fraud syndrome is quite simply a hurdle that you need to get over. It is a desperately important hurdle you need to get over when you're looking at anyone's social media. Anyone's social media only shows you, A, what they want you to see, and B, the tip of the iceberg. They do not show you the crap. Now, I'm in a very nice hotel room at the moment, but I've slept in a car. I've slept in a car that wasn't my car. So we've all had those experiences before. And you just need to remember that the world is showing us something that is pretty. I urge you to try and find a group where you can actually enter and be yourself, where you can get help. It sounds like a therapy session, and believe it or not, sometimes it actually is, because you're sat there looking at a problem. And there's a story that I had with Joe. I had a project that I really wanted to get involved in. It was very exciting to me, and it could be really fantastic. And I remember standing in front of Joe and vomiting all of this information to him about, you know, this wonderful opportunity I've got. Blah, blah, blah. I went on probably for about 20 minutes. He didn't say a word, and he just said to me at the end, he said, I hear you. Is the juice worth the squeeze? And I remember as he said that, you suddenly start looking away from the project, and as all entrepreneurs, if it's big and shiny and maybe got a couple of celebrities attached, we love it. And then I suddenly started looking at it, and I thought to myself, this is a lot of work. The bottom line is I'm going to come out with maybe about 8% profit margin. That's bloody ridiculous. And I would have put all of this time and energy into it and created a major liability. So bottom line of it is, just by him asking me, was the juice worth the squeeze, we were able to forget that project straight away. And you've got to ask yourself that. You've got to realize that you are actually successful. If you are listening to this video, if you are getting up in the morning, then you have a brilliant ability to succeed. You have the ability to win. The day you wake up dead, you no longer have that ability. Okay, so fraud syndrome is a real life thing. I want you to realize that it's getting in your way. For me, it killed a year and a half of me being part of a phenomenal group. When you go into a phenomenal group, you realize that all of these people are misfits. They're failures. They do things the wrong way. They do things the right way, and shit hits them in the face. You can learn so much from these people. I told you before, I'm a serial failure. I fail often and I fail up. I found my family. So I'm urging you to go and try and find yours. All right? Get rid of that syndrome, okay? It doesn't do anybody any good, and it's holding you back. You don't have time to get holding back because you're not getting any prettier. Anyway, this is me out, early morning coffee, sitting here in Arizona, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.